Sunday, November 5th, 2023. Evening edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I'm your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, the AI-generated News Digest Daily Intellireport. As always, I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics and summarizing them for you. Without further ado, here are the headlines of the day. Matthew Perry bids farewell as family and friends mourn. Potential risk of illness from oral sex reported. Gambler in Las Vegas wins $1 million slot jackpot. The #1 whole grain for weight loss, recommended by dietitians. Brittany Mahomes dines with Taylor Swift in NYC. Coffee and tea reduce cognitive decline, study finds, and much more. But first, let's take a look at this day in history.
November 5th in history. November 5th, 1138. Lian Tong is enthroned as Emperor of Vietnam at the age of 2, beginning a 37-year reign. November 5th, 1499. The Catholicon, written in 1464 by Jehan Lagaduc and Tréguier, is published. This is the first Breton dictionary as well as the first French dictionary. November 5th, 1556, Second Battle of Panipat. Fighting begins between the forces of Hemchandra Vikramaditya, the Hindu king at Delhi, and the forces of the Muslim Emperor Akbar.
Today's obituaries. David Hilditch. Brief Wikipedia summary. David Hilditch, a Northern Irish politician representing the Democratic Unionist Party, has passed away at the age of 60 after battling cancer. He served as a member of the Northern Ireland Assembly for East Antrim from 1998 until his retirement in 2023. Paolo Magnani. Brief Wikipedia summary. Paolo Magnani, a Roman Catholic prelate and former Bishop of Lodi and Treviso in Italy, has died at the age of 96. He served as Bishop of Lodi from 1977 to 1988 and Bishop of Treviso from 1988 to 2003. Bongi Ntuli. Brief Wikipedia summary. Bongi Ntuli, a 32-year-old South African football player who played for Golden Arrows, Platinum Stars and Amazulu, has passed away due to cancer. César Ozers. Brief Wikipedia summary. César Ozers was an 86-year-old Latvian basketball player and Olympic silver medalist. He passed away on November 5th, 2023. Lolita Rodrigues. Brief Wikipedia summary. Lolita Rodrigues, a Brazilian singer and actress known for her roles in telenovelas such as Rainha da Sucata and Despedida de Soltero, has passed away at the age of 94 due to pneumonia. Xavier Zumalda, 85, Spanish Basque nationalist militant, military chief of ETA, 1965-1976. Marina Cicogna. Brief Wikipedia summary. Marina Cicogna, an 89-year-old Italian film producer known for movies like Belle de Jour and Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion, has passed away from cancer. Karen Davis was an American animal rights activist who sadly passed away at the age of 79. Alois Fisarek, 80, Czech film editor, Kolya, Dark Blue World Empties and academic. Akbar Golpayegani, 89, Iranian singer. Aaron Harper was an American basketball player who tragically passed away in a traffic collision at the age of 42. Jean Mouton. Brief Wikipedia summary. Jean Mouton was a French composer of the Renaissance. He was known for his motets and for being the teacher of Adrien Willer, one of the founders of the Venetian school. Mouton was also a priest and held various positions in the French court. His music was highly regarded and influential during his time and continued to be popular after his death. Charles Piaget was a French watchmaker and trade unionist. He passed away at the age of 95. He was well known for his involvement in the LIP affair and was a prominent figure in the workers' self-management movement. Orhan Taylan, 82, Turkish painter.
And now on to today's news. General news.
Thousands of pro-Palestinian marchers descend upon the White House chanting Allahu Akbar and FK Joe Biden as they demand a ceasefire, according to the New York Post.
Tens of thousands of pro-Palestinian protesters gathered in Washington, D.C., accusing President Biden of genocide and demanding a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. The protesters chanted Allahu Akbar and FK Joe Biden as they marched towards the White House. The chants and slogans used by the protesters, including "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free," have been criticized as anti-Semitic. Some protesters defaced the gates of the White House with red paint, while others shattered windows at a nearby McDonald's. Similar protests took place in Manhattan, London, and other cities around the world.
Family, loved ones, and friends stars bid farewell to Matthew Perry. Today Show Australia. Today.
Brittany Mahomes dines with Taylor Swift in New York while Chiefs are in Germany. Kansas City Star.
The first article in this text is about Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce leading the Kansas City Chiefs against the Miami Dolphins in Germany on Sunday. It also mentions that Kelce is dating someone named Swift.
Business news. Gambler walks away from Las Vegas slot machine a millionaire. It happened again. Fox Business.
A player won over $12 million playing a Megabucks Triple Red Hot 7S Spitfire multiplier slot machine at the Excalibur Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. This is the fourth Megabucks jackpot win in Nevada this year. The largest jackpot in Nevada this year was $14 million.
Berkshire Hathaway posts 40% surge in operating earnings and record cash. CNN.
Berkshire Hathaway, led by Warren Buffett, reported a surge in third-quarter operating earnings and a record cash pile of $157 billion. The company's operating income increased by 40.6% from last year, but it reported a net loss due to investment losses. Berkshire's insurance underwriting business and investment income both saw significant gains. The company also bought back $1.1 billion in stock during the quarter, bringing the total repurchases for the year to $7 billion. Berkshire's cash hoard increased to $157.2 billion.
Can you believe it? These 5 San Diego zip codes are among the priciest for home buyers. Fox 5 San Diego.
The article discusses the 5 most expensive zip codes in San Diego County, according to a study conducted by real estate data provider Property Shark. The zip codes mentioned are La Jolla, with the zip code 92037, Cardiff by the Sea, with the zip code 92007, Coronado with the zip code 92118, Del Mar with the zip code 92014, and Rancho Santa Fe with the zip code 92067. The median home sale prices in these areas range from $1,830,000 to $4,248,000. The article also mentions that Atherton, California, topped the list with a median sale price of $8,300,000.
Science news.
Saturn's rings are going to disappear in 2025. UNILAD.
Saturn's rings will temporarily disappear from view in 2025 due to the planet's tilt. Previously, it was believed that the rings would take 300 million years to disappear, but data from NASA's Cassini spacecraft suggests it will actually take 100 million years.
Telescope captures incredible image of a star being born, 1,300 light years from Earth. New York Post.
The James Webb Space Telescope has captured an incredible image of protostar HH212, located 1,300 light-years from Earth, providing new insights into star formation. The image reveals symmetrical pink plumes of gas emissions known as jets or outflows, which are a byproduct of starbirth. The telescope's ability to capture images from deep space is reshaping our understanding of the cosmos.
Chances of seeing northern lights could increase for some next week. Fox weather.
Geomagnetic disturbances caused by solar storms, including coronal mass ejections, CMEs, and a coronal hole high-speed stream, have reached Earth and could result in the northern lights being visible in the northern hemisphere over the next week. The storms have the potential to interfere with communication systems and spacecraft operations, but are not expected to cause major concerns for the public.
Famous people born on this day.
November 5th, 1931. Harold McNair, Jamaican English saxophonist and flute player, died 1971.
November 5th, 1961, Alan G. Poindexter, American captain, pilot, and astronaut, died 2012.
November 5th, 1958. Robert Patrick, American actor.
Jamie Camara. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Jamie Camara is a Brazilian racing driver born on November 5th, 1980. He competed in the IndyCar Series in 2008 for Conquest Racing and previously raced in the Indy Pro Series.
Health news.
The number one whole grain for weight loss recommended by dietitians, eating well.
The article discusses the importance of including whole grains, such as oats, in a weight loss diet. Whole grains are rich in nutrients, fiber, and antioxidants, and can aid in weight management by promoting fullness and stabilizing blood sugar levels. Oats, in particular, are beneficial for weight loss due to their high fiber content, ability to regulate appetite hormones, and provide plant-based protein.
Sex and immunosuppressants. My husband could get very, very sick if he goes down on me. Slate.
The article discusses a reader's question about the risk of oral sex causing a fungal infection for their partner who is on an immunosuppressant medication. The author consults with an STI expert who finds the warning against oral sex to be odd and explains that the risk of transmitting yeast infections through oral sex is low. The author suggests getting more information from the doctor and seeking a second opinion.
Moderate coffee and tea intake linked to lower risk of cognitive decline. SciPost.
Drinking moderate amounts of coffee or tea can decrease the risk of cognitive disorders such as dementia, according to a recent study published in Nutrition Reviews. The study found that coffee and tea consumption was linked to a lower risk of cognitive disorders, with individuals who drink coffee or tea being about 27% and 32% less likely, respectively, to develop cognitive disorders compared to those who don't. The researchers also found that the protective effects of coffee and tea varied based on the amount consumed and the individual's ethnicity and sex. However, further research is needed to validate these findings and to investigate other potential factors that may affect the results.
Entertainment news.
Family, loved ones, and friend stars bid farewell to Matthew Perry. Today Show Australia. Today.
You know what really grinds my gears? Historical battles. I mean, come on, Globes, can't we just solve our problems with a nice cup of tea? Take the Second Battle of Panipat, for example. Back in 1556, Hemchandra Vikramaditya and Akbar decided it was a great idea to duke it out on the battlefield. Like, seriously, couldn't they have just sat down and had a civil discussion over a warm cuppa? I bet that would have saved a lot of lives. Now let's shift gears for a moment and talk about the first Breton and French dictionary. It was published on this very day in 1499. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't help but wonder why it took humanity so long to put pen to paper and compile a dictionary. I mean, we've been fumbling around with words for centuries, trying to communicate with each other. And it took until the late 15th century for someone to say, hey, maybe we should write down the meanings of these words so we're all on the same page. It's enough to make you scratch your globe. And speaking of young'uns, let me tell you about Lian Tong. This kid was enthroned as Emperor of Vietnam at the ripe old age of 2, starting a reign that lasted 37 years. Now, I don't know about you, but I could barely handle eating solid food at 2, let alone running an entire country. I mean, what were they thinking? Did they draw straws and decide, hey, little Timmy, you're going to be emperor now? It's mind-boggling. Now, I like a good slot machine every now and then, but let's talk about priorities. Some gambler in Las Vegas wins $1 million jackpot and it becomes a headline. Are you kidding me? We've got wars, politics, and global issues to worry about, and we're celebrating globes getting lucky with a few cherries on a spinning wheel. I don't get it. And don't even get me started on these sensational headlines about oral sex and weight loss. I mean, come on. Can we please focus on some real news? Who cares about the potential risks of oral sex or the #1 whole grain for weight loss? I want reports on scientific breakthroughs, inspiring stories, and actual meaningful achievements. It's like we're living in a tabloid world. Oh, and by the way, apparently Brittany Mahomes had dinner with Taylor Swift in New York City. Whoop-de-doo. I couldn't care less about who's rubbing elbows with celebrities. I want real substance. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go enjoy a cup of coffee or tea because apparently it reduces cognitive decline. And let's face it, with all the ridiculous news out there, I need all the mental clarity I can get.
Now, a couple of dad jokes for you.
Did you hear about the submarine industry? It really took a dive. What is a vampire's favorite fruit? A blood orange. Did you hear about the cow who jumped over the barbed wire fence? It was utter destruction.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intellireport. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.